Hey everyone. First of all, sorry for the big hiatus, but I'm here to kind of just update and explain what's been going on. And I know, like, I do this a lot. I barely stream, so this is not like um, it's not like abnormal or anything that I don't stream. But I just want to explain what's been kind of going on and TLDR of it. I've just been kind of living real life. By the way, this is like my third recording because I try to play back the video just to check to see the audio, and I realized I did not have my filters on that make me sound a little bit more warmer. So sorry if my voice sounds like really off because I had no water, so my voice is extra crispy. But basically, my job in real life, I work pretty much the same time that I start streaming. So obviously, yeah, like it's gonna be hard to stream, if I'm streaming, if I'm working the same time that I stream. And because the job is a little bit more labor intensive, uh, I hurt a lot after a shift of work, and I probably work, you know, two, maybe once or twice a week. I try to. It is more of like a casual job, so it's hard to pick up shifts if there's no, shifts specifically for nighttime that I'm looking for. If it's, I don't get the call for it, I don't get the call. So I try to stick to like once or twice a week. But basically, after I'm done with the shift, my body hurts a lot because I'm not being consistent at that job. So like, I I don't regularly exercise, so I am just not used to that type of labor. My body's just not used to that type of labor. So after every shift, I just like my body hurts, and so usually when I have that break time, when I have that couple of days off, I just want to be doing other things or just be resting. Um, so that's one thing. The other thing is that in real life, like I'm a nail tech VTuber, but I'm a nail tech VTuber because that's like my real career. I went to school to be a nail tech. So can you imagine if I was a nail tech VTuber, but like I'm I don't know how to do nails at all. That'll be crazy. Anyways, so like when I do have my off times, like I would rather just be working on my nail stuff than like streaming, because during like the afternoon and the morning, I have a lot of people in this house that like work full time. So, luckily I'm kind of the only one that is home a majority of the time, and so I do a lot of like the cleaning and taking care of my dog and stuff like that. So, when I have that free time, it's usually during the evening, and I have to like make these choices. Okay, what do I want to work on today? Do I want to work on nail stuff? Do I want to work, do I want to stream? Just do some other things, maybe do nothing at all, just be on my phone all day. Um, and I always, try to choose the nail stuff because right now in my career in doing nails, I'm just not where I want to be. So recently I've been trying to, hopefully very, very soon. I keep saying very, very soon, but like I am publicly opening up my press on nail order, custom nail orders, and I wanted to just go in with a bang. So I've like ordered like some stuff that had like custom branding on it, custom boxes and stuff like that. So part of it was just like designing that and waiting for the packaging to come in. Um, and now I am designing some more packaging that I'm like doing myself. And when I initially actually ordered the first batch of packaging, I was like rushing it because the supplier that I was using, they had like a discount for like 4 days, basically, of like a big discount for like 4 days on like the things that I wanted to order. So I was like, okay, I have to get this in quick. But now that I'm at the point where like the inside of the packaging I can work on by myself because I like print it at home, I can just like work on it. So I've just been like working on it for months on how I want it to look. So that's what's been going on. Um, so far, what I'm talking about, I have a job, which sounds really shady, especially like being a VTuber. It's like, well, I have a job. That's why I don't stream like you guys. There's a lot of streamers that have full-time jobs and stream. So, but like when I do come off of work, it's just like I just get so tired and I'm in a lot of pain, and I just have like an other like job that I'm doing that I would rather work on than streaming. Um, yeah. And, actually recently I just approved to pay off my student loans, and I just like have other payments that I have to work on. And so I'm just like working more often, or trying to just work more often than I would like to. Um, so that's just like the shortness of it. Obviously, there's other things like I think after my surgery, honestly, I've been feeling a bit more fatigued. And so I feel like if I'm feeling my body feels more fatigued, that like I just won't be good at streaming because I have to speak a lot, just like be interactive all the time. And I know for like I only stream for like a couple hours compared to some streamers, but like it takes a toll on the body. And I hope honestly this video is more of like a message of that I am here thinking about streaming more often. I'm like here making this video right now, and I've been thinking a lot about having a 2D model or going back to 3D because, with 3D, I use Vroid, so that's more available to me. So I can like do that myself. And with 2D, I feel like I need to like commission both the artists and the riggers, and I just don't have the money for that. Because like I'd rather pay those hundreds of dollars in my nail career than like a 2D model that like I don't even know if I'm going to stream a lot with it. Who knows? Maybe if I do get a 2D model, I'll start streaming more often. Because I did pay for it, but it doesn't help that my model's complicated. You see like how like I should be streaming more often because I just don't want this video to end like I'm just talking. But yeah, that's what's been pretty much been going on. Just like real life responsibilities, being in the house and taking care of the house and taking care of my dog. And then when I do have that free time, doing my nail stuff, working on other hobbies that I have. I just got back into Yu-Gi-Oh cards because they released some new cool cards. So I'm like back into it. It was so boring for like a couple of years, but now I'm back. So, buying those. Actually, I haven't bought any of the new Yu-Gi-Oh cards actually. But like I just have other things other than nails and, my job, and, I have other hobbies, drawing, but that's basically the TLDR. Yeah, I think for me, streaming, it is more of like a muscle that you have to work out, and when you just don't work it out, like when you're not streaming all the time, like it's really easy to just not stream. I've actually just started to reread some of my favorite books actually, because there was a point when I was like on my computer or something, and I felt my brain like melting because like I don't know how, but like I don't know what I was doing that entire week, but like I'm like I seriously need to like get into like better hobbies than like being on my computer or being on my phone or whatever, right? And so I'm starting to reread books, some of my favorite books, and so like I'm trying to like do all that and just work on I don't know. It's been 8 minutes at this point. Like you get what I'm saying. But hopefully whenever I'll stream next, I will talk about it a bit more. But again, I'm really sorry. I know for some people who have been supporting me still, I understand if you don't want to support me anymore because I'm just not being consistent, and makes sense. Like, why would you support someone that really hasn't been doing anything, But I hope y'all are okay. I'm just trying to figure it out. Just real life things. So yeah, that's it. I guess goodbye. How do we even say this? Goodbye? Goodbye.